Recording it. Right, guys. Nice to see you all. Right, let's just start with a little shoulder roll. Get warmed up. Take my glasses off. Move back a bit. It's quite awkward when you, because I've got the camera set up for standing and sitting. Got to make sure that I'm just in. It might just chop my head off. That'd be an oh, give the shoulders a roll. And then back the other way. So this particular class, I want you really to focus on zipping up, inhaling, and as we inhale, squeeze the belt. We're going to start off doing a bit of standing work, but I still want you to really focus on your core. We've got some ab stuff as well. So, obviously you usually focus on your core when we're doing abs, but even through this warm-up, I want you to think of really pulling in. So we're going to start off, I'm just going to roll my mat up because it drives me mad because it bunches up on the carpet. So we're just going to lift one leg and then the other. So again, think of your abs, really squeeze. And then we're just going to go to the side. So don't worry, don't really worry what your legs are doing. Think of your core squeezing. And then we're going to go forward. Just going to check I'm not going to kick the wall. You don't usually have to bring your hands in just yet. And again. And then a little squat, just for two. And we go again. So squeezing, just lift. Oh, it's much easier not on my mat. I think because my mat's on the carpet, it all starts rolling up and getting under my feet. And then to the side. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, I've not put the music on. Just keep going two forward. Forgot to put the music on. You only realise when all I can hear there is a crunching of my feet, of my hips. Put that there. There we go. Where are we up to? So with two squats. And we're going to go again, but this time we're going to add the arms. So squeeze, shoulders back. Oh, that's in the head. And then lift and down and lift, squeeze, two on each side. To the side. We'll stay on this side and then go two to the other. Ooh. Hip stretch. And then two squats. And we're just going to do one more time. So squeezing through the abs, squeezing your bum. So think of your core. Everything's moving from your core, from your back, from your glutes, from your abs. Hopefully, if we're moving from the core, we should be quite steady. I've chopped my head off there again, so never mind. Two squats. And then we're just going to take it out and have a double squat, just to make sure the hips are nicely warmed up. Bring it back. And then. Excellent. So, I need to get back on my mat. So I'm going to stand at the end of the mat. I'm going to roll down. I might have to just take my socks off for this, because I'm going to roll down, we're going to come into plank, and we're doing a very slow mountain climb. So I'll show it you first, and then you know what you're doing, because once you go onto the floor. So we roll down, walk out, into plank, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we come back up. We come up, And just give the arms a circle. So we're going to roll down and you're going to do 4 on each side. So roll yourself down. I'll do it with you again, then you know what you're doing, don't we? So we roll down. So we're coming into plank and modify anything. If you need to go to your knees, go to your knees and move back. Can't see, actually can. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come back up. Squeeze in the tummy muscles, zip up. Come back up. Have a stretch, bring the arms round. And we're going to go again. Deep breath in, zip up, chin on your chest. Let's roll through the spine. So we do exactly the same. 4 on each side, and then we just come into all fours. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just come to all fours. Tummy muscles in tight. And we're just going to lift the right arm and the left leg. Move back a bit. And we lift 2, 3, 4. Lengthen and hold. Come back. And we go again. Lift 2, 3, 4. Lengthen and hold. Squeeze in to stop you wobbling like I did then. And we come back. We've got one more set to do. Squeeze. Rolling down. So they are a mountain climb, but they're a really slow one. So get yourself into plank position. If you need to go on your elbows or if you need to go on your knees, whatever is good for you. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to the knees in the box position. Take the right arm and the left leg if you can. And we go out, 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in and lengthen. And back, 2, 3, 4. Change sides. Out, 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in, lengthen. And come back, 2, 3, 4. We've got one more on each side to do. Just do one more on each side. I'll just move that iPad. It's just everywhere I go, it's chopping my head off. So just do one more on each side. Out for 4, in for 4, and then change. And when you've done that, sit yourself back. Let me just get my notes. When I wrote this class this morning. So sit yourself back, have a little stretch. Ooh, I nearly missed one of my favourite things out. So have a stretch. And then we're going to come into plank position on the forearms if we can. And again, I'll show it you first. We're going to do about four sets of these. So I'm just going to show it you first and you know exactly what you're doing. And obviously you rest when you need to, you put knees down when you need to. We're coming into plank position. So we're in plank, deep breath in, and we're going to lift 2, 3, 4, and down 2, 3, 4. Back into plank if we can. Squeeze, let's go again. So we lift 2, 3, 4, and down 2, 3, 4. Keep going. So if you need to put your knees down and just have a stretch, do that. Always do what feels right for you. Lift 2, 3, 4, and down 2, 3, 4. Keep going. I'm going to do 2 more and lift 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your abs tight, squeeze your glutes. Let's go the last time. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Sit back on your heels, have a little stretch. Ooh, enjoy the stretch. How was that? Did you find that okay? Right, we'll do that one more time then if you liked it. Let's go. Let's go again, one more time. So, back into plank position. Tummy muscles in tight. So really focus on squeezing your abs tight. Are we ready? And we lift. 2, 3, 4. And we lower. 2, 3, 4. And squeeze and lift. 2, 3, 4. And lower. 2, 3, 4. 2 more to do. And lift. 2, 3, 4. Squeezing tight. And lower. 2, 3, 4. Last one, I think. I've lost count. Lift. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. And lower. 2, 3, 4. And sit yourself back. Have a little stretch. Ooh. Enjoy the stretch. And let's have a little cat and cow just before we move on. So really stretch through your back. Arch it and stretch. And you can move from side to side. Ooh. Another one of my favourite stretches. Move back a bit. Keeps seeming to be coming out of camera. I don't know why. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to come onto our knees. Let me just check it. If your knees are a bit sore, grab a cushion or something. So keep checking my notes because I don't want to miss anything. I've got a few nice things to do there. So we're coming onto knees if you can. Tummy muscles in tight. Shoulders back and down. So zip up, zip up. Bring the arms to the side of the body and I want you to take your shoulders back. I'm just going to take it over to one side and come back and take it to the... So again, I want you to think zipping up, squeezing your abs. Just do one more on each side. Squeezing the tummy muscles, squeezing the glutes, everything's pulled in, everything's working. Come back to the centre. I'm going to lift, take the arms out and squeeze. And we're back and down and lift. So think of squeezing your abs, squeezing your glutes. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears so there's not too much tension in the ears. And we lift. Got one more to do. Squeeze. If you are lucky enough to be near a mirror, I've got then. So every time I look in it, I think, oof, I need to squeeze in. Not when I'm having my picture tuck and back. Hold the arms there. Hold them out in front. Take the shoulders away from the ears if possible. Squeezing everything. And we're going to turn to the right. You can take your head with the same direction of the arms. But try to keep the hips facing forward. Squeeze. And come back. Slowly. Over to the left. Squeeze your tummy muscles as we take the arms round. Squeezing. You can take the head to the same side as the arms. Squeeze. Are your glutes holding you upright? Are your quads working? Your tummy muscles pulled in as tight as they can. We'll just do one more on each side. And back to the centre. Bring the arms up, shoulders away from the ears, and just go over to the side again. We've got a little bit of lateral work to do on the floor, a little bit of oblique work. You're going to love it. And then come back. So bring yourself onto your back. Oh, just hug your knees in for a second. Oh. So rock from side to side. I might just move my mat over a little bit. Otherwise I'll be kicking the wall. Let me just check you can still see me. Yeah, that's okay. Good stuff. Right, just hug your knees in and just gently rock from side to side. See what's first. Ah, right. So let me pull my pants up. So just give your back a little roll on the mat. Move my socks out of the way. And then we're going to sit up. So sit yourself up, sort of sit on your sit bones, shoulders away from the ears. That's quite important. So we're going to roll back. So if you don't pull your tummy muscles in tight and you're not using your abs, you'll end up using your shoulders. So you'll end up rolling down like that, and we definitely don't want that. So I'll show you first if you want. You can join in, and because everyone likes to do it their own way. So if you want to do it with me, you can. If you want to watch first, that's fine. Shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to half roll down and come back. And I'm going to half roll and bring the right arm, squeezing it back and squeezing the abs, and coming back and come down and squeezing the left arm back and coming back. Let's go again. So shoulders back, tummy muscles pulled in as tight as we can. Roll down and roll back. Roll down, bring the right arm, squeezing it back and turn to the right and come back, come up and come down and squeeze the left back. Come back. Have a little stretch of the back at this point if you want to before we go again. I know I feel this in my back, but again, rest at any time you need to. Shoulders back. Let's go again. Roll down and back. Roll down and squeeze and back. Roll down and squeeze and back. This time we're adding on. You're going to bring your hands to your temple. I'm just going to go from one side to the other. All I can hear is my neck crunching for some reason. And then come back. Oh, have a stretch of the back again. I told you you'd like this one. Are we ready to go again? 2 more sets to do. Shoulders back and down, tummy muscles in, arms out in front. Roll down. Bring it back. So looking forward if you can. Try not to have your chin to your chest. Roll down. Right arm, bring it back, squeeze and take it back. Roll down, squeezing your tummy muscles, squeezing your glutes. Left arm back and bring it back. Hands onto your temple. This time you can take your elbow to one side and then to the other. Squeezing. Back to the centre. Have a little stretch of the back. We've got one more to do, I think, unless I've lost count again. Ooh. So, shoulders back, tummy muscles in, zip everything up. Arms out in front. Half roll down. Bring it back. Come down. Bring the right arm back, squeezing it back, squeezing the abs. And come back. Bringing the left arm down, squeezing. Coming back, bringing the hands to the temple. So you can either go from side to side or you can go down, down, whichever you prefer. They're both pretty hard, aren't they? Back and stretch the back. Ooh, have a little stretch. Let me just read what's next. Woo. So we're just going to roll all the way down, if you can, if it's too much. So squeeze your tummy muscles tight. The slower you go down, the harder it will be. So if you want to straighten your legs, you can do, and just roll. Ooh. Have a little hug in, actually. I don't know about you, but I feel that in my back with that one. I quite like it because I know I'm working my abs, but I do feel it in my lower back. So as long as you take plenty of breaks, plenty of stretching, and then bring your feet to the floor, take a deep breath in, zip up, squeeze your butt, and we're just going to lift the hips and just come into bridge. And just get that spine fired up, roll down, squeeze in. One more. Make sure you squeeze your glutes as you do this as well. We want the bum to be working, which will fire the lower back up. Excellent. And we're just going to lift the legs to tabletop, squeezing everything. I'm just going to start, drop the right toe to the floor and then bring it back. So if you can see, as I'm bringing it back, I'm not bringing it in too far. So I'm trying to keep it at tabletop. Down. And you can keep your head down if you want to, if you prefer. Obviously it's hard when you're trying to watch, isn't it? So now, if you can, we're going to add the opposite arm, but the arm you're going to take out on the diagonal. So we're going to take the toe straight down to the floor and the arm out on the diagonal. If you can, everything's optional. Squeeze your tummy muscles tight. We're trying to keep the leg going in straight forward as well, because sometimes that, when I started doing this, I practiced it before, my leg was going out to the side as well. So squeeze in, arm out on the diagonal up into the corner, and the toe going forward. Keep going. Just do one more, or finish off on the side that you didn't start on. And then have a little hug in. Ooh, and hug in at any time you want to. Okay, so next one we're going to do, we're going to keep the legs at tabletop, hands on the temple, deep breath in, zip it up. It's quite a tough one this. If it gets too much, you can bring your feet down. And we're going to squeeze and crunch and then come down. Exhale if you can on the way up. Keep going. I'm just going to put my stopwatch on so I know how long we do. So keep going. You're squeezing. Squeezing on the way up and crunching. Nice and warm now. That's why I didn't put the heating on, because it had all the windows open and it was blowing a gale. But I'm nice and warm. So now we're just going to hold it up and pulse. So you're going to pulse to the centre and squeeze and pulse, pulse. So we want the elbows wide if possible, and look up at the ceiling rather than looking down. And then we're going to go turn the head to the right and pulse over to the right side. Squeeze your tummy muscles in tight. Keep checking my watch and go to the left. Squeezing, squeezing. and relax. So hug the knees in. Ooh, roll your back into the floor. Excellent. We're just going to change it slightly if you want to. Well, the notifications come up now that there's not too long left. So I'm going to keep going. So this time, straighten the legs. If you want to, you can keep them bent or you can have them on the floor. Tummy muscles zipped up, pulled in. Hands on your temple. Elbows out wide. Take a deep breath in. And we're going to crunch and come up and come down. Just going to move that from the screen. So if you can, exhale on the way up and squeeze, and inhale on the way down. Don't worry too much if you can't do it. You can usually get a little bit further because your diaphragm contracts as you exhale, but don't worry, as long as you're doing it, it doesn't matter. So keep going. Legs straight if you can. Legs bent or legs on the floor, whichever is good for you. Elbows out wide. Squeezing your tummy muscles. That's a must for everyone. Keep an eye on the magic watch. And then we're going to hold it and pulse. So hold it up and pulse and squeeze, squeeze. Now if you wanted to here, you could extend your fingertips to try and grab your toes. We're not grabbing, we're just pulsing. It's up to you, lots of different options. And let's take your hands or take your body over to the right side and pulse over to the right. So if your hands are still on your temples, elbows out wide, and pulse. We're trying to keep my eye on the watch. And change sides over to the left. So keep going over to the left. I'm trying to get into a way that if I do lose you, then you've done even on both sides. So keep pulsing, keep pulsing. And hug your knees in. Hug your knees in. Just rock gently from side to side. Releasing your lower back. Excellent. And then you're going to straighten your left leg. Bring your right foot, if you can, over on top of your left thigh. You're just going to bend the knee. So you'll have seen this stretch before. So we're going to have a little stretch. And then we're just going to do a little ab workout or a little ab exercise. So pull your left thigh in if you can. And you probably feel a stretch on your right glute. And if you can't reach there, don't worry, just put your leg there. You might even be able to reach your shin. Depends how warmed up you are. We're just having a little stretch first. If I do lose you, make sure you do this on the other side, won't you, as well. So now you're going to bring your hands to the side of your body. Have that left ankle in line with the knee. So it's not down there, it's up there. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your tummy muscles, squeeze your glutes, and we're going to drop the heel towards the floor for a count of 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and come back. 2, 3, 4, and go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and come back. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and let's go again. We usually got a good 5 minutes after it's come up with that. We've got one more. Down, 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze, and you're going to pulse your left knee towards your chest and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it there. One more deep breath in. And slowly exhale and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, hug the knees in. And let's quickly change legs just in case I'll lose you. So right foot on top of, left foot on top of your right thigh, or anywhere you can reach. hug it in. Let's have a little stretch first. Ooh. I do love the stretching. And then have your right ankle in line with the right knee, so it's not too low and it's not too high. Deep breath in. I'm going to try and take your right heel to the floor for 4, but you really need to pull up and squeeze everything, and it's down, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. I am recording this, so I'll post it on the page, and then you can do it again. And for those of you that are watching it on the recording, you can do as many as you want. You can do more. I think we've got one more to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. Deep breath in. And pull your right knee towards the chest for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Deep breath in. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, hug the knees in. Rock from side to side. Excellent. Take your arms into the cross position. Take your knees over to the right side. Now if you want to, you can take your right hand, you can pull your left knee down, or you can pull them both down. Just enjoy the stretch. Like I say, if I do lose you, do the other side. So try to push your left shoulder down towards the floor, push your knees down. Deep breath in, left shoulder, push the knees down, and let's slowly change sides. Again, you can take your left hand to the right knee, you can take the right arm out if you want to. Everything's optional, always do what feels right for you guys. Deep breath in, shoulder down, knees down, and enjoy. So if you are watching on the recording and you want to just do a bit of stretching at the end, it's absolutely fine. Anything's better than nothing, I think. I think some days you have more energy than others, don't you? I do. Yesterday I didn't do much. Don't have any energy. I'm hoping to get time to do some deep breathing. Let's just take one more breath. Shoulder down, knees down. And then come back to the centre, straighten the legs. Bring the arms to the side of the body. Take a deep breath in. As deep as you can, and just squeeze every muscle in your body. Squeeze in, take the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze the fists, screw the toes up, squeeze the tummy muscles. Squeeze, squeeze, and relax. So I want you to just lie here. Move back a bit. So we're just going to lie now, literally a couple of minutes if you can. If you've got longer, if you've got more time, stay longer. So I want you to take a deep breath in, deepest breath you can inhale, and then we're going to hold it just for a couple of seconds, and we're going to slowly exhale. So let's have a go. Deep breath in as deep as you can. And slowly start to exhale. As you exhale, feel your body deflating and just becoming heavy into the mat. Let's go again. Deep breath in. And slowly exhale. Just keep going with these deep breaths, guys. Each time you exhale, feel yourself becoming heavier into the mat. Let your shoulders become heavy. You can relax your core now and just enjoy the next minute. so beneficial, deep breathing. If you wanted to put your hands on your belly and feel your belly rise. And as you exhale, it's like a balloon, your air coming out of the balloon. I'm not going to get you to sit up and give yourself a clap and anything. I want you to just stay here as long as you can. So if you've got a few minutes spare, or if you're doing this just before you go to bed, just spend that 5 minutes deep breathing. It's so beneficial, deep breathing, for lots of different reasons, to do with your mind, to do with your heart rate. But at the minute, it's been recommended we do some deep breaths, because anything that's maybe any dust and bits and debris that's lying dormant around your lungs, exhaling it, deep breaths will get rid of that, and it helps keep your lungs healthy and stop any bugs or anything, and maybe coronavirus. That we don't know, but it's not going to do any harm, and it's certainly supposed to help. So enjoy, and I will see you all soon. Well done, everyone.